Hello. Hello. I am kind of sleepy. Back to Screaming Terror. Yeah, also new music. How are y'all today? How are y'all today? I need to know. Hello. My sleep schedule is ruined. It's currently 3 in the morning for me, but I want to play Final Fantasy and I want to play it now. I'm doing great, but it is so hot outside right now that I am voluntarily drinking water. Did I say water? Did I say water? Water! Water! I got water! I'm voluntarily drinking water. Water! A bottle of water. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. I can do this. Bottle of water. No. Trying to do it fast. Bottle of water. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. Right? It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. I'm struggling. I'm trying to say bottle. Bottle of water. 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 There we go. Got it. Oh god, the purple burglar alarm. Thank god I'm not Scottish. Purple burglar alarm. But yeah, guess who's doing the Hildibrand questline dressed as a plague doctor for some reason. Looks sick though. Very cool. Am I struggling to speak English again? You can leave the to speak English part out of it, and you'll still have a correct sentence. Bottle of water. Water. There we go. Also, let me just change to a nice little looking glass. There we go. That's cute. Wait. There we go. Canonical outfit. Canonical outfit for my Warrior of Light. Look at it. It's so cute. Hello, Ellie. The Shades of Sildith. The Phantom Thief shenanigans. Also, if you haven't seen the previous Final Fantasy XIV Hildibrand quest line, summary in a couple of words. Explosions, chaos, cross-dressing, Greg. Green chicken. That's 2 words. Naked. And naked dance. Those are 2 very distinct, English hard. 2 separate things. Naked Greg, nudist goldsmith. Yes! English overrated. Yeah, I do not respect the English language enough to properly use it. I don't respect it enough. Also, if I freak out a couple of times, I'm still getting used to the new update of VTS. And I got a better webcam, which I got a while back, but I haven't streamed that much. Greg! We're gonna see if Greg shows up. We need to see Greg. Remember our good friend, the Phantom Thief? No, but we do remember Greg. Well, it seems he's decided to branch out from burglary to cold-blooded murder. If the rumors are to be believed, he's claimed 3 victims already, all influential members of Old Dawn society. If he lays a hand on Nanamo, I'm committing arson. I'm committing more arson. Committing arson is already a given. Okay, I also need to throw up the volume a little bit because it's super soft. Super, super duper soft. Es war so soft. So, that's better. Okay. We need to see Greg. Wait, is Greg Final Fantasy? Also the Greg from Five Nights at Freddy's? Final Fantasy FF. Five Nights at Freddy's. Holy shit! Purple guy exists canonically in Final Fantasy! Holy shit! And the gold saucer sells bunny outfits that you can dye purple and golden. Oh no! I feel like if Nanamo were to get hurt again. Actually, we're a little bit past that point, I just realized. Manderville, oh god, only like a true Manderville can. But I will commit, like, vehicular manslaughter if they hurt the best characters. There's a lack of fire. Oh god, you're completely right. Let me just fix that for you. Is it? That's gray fire. There we go. How's that? Arson. Stream chugging a bit. Might be the very shitty internet I've had for a little bit. Internet's just going ooh. It's been going for a couple of days, probably because of the heat wave here. Like, it is currently 3 AM. I am drinking water. Water voluntarily. That being said, I'm gonna take a little sip because I am drying the fuck out. You know it's bad when I'm drinking water. You know it's bad when I'm drinking water. Mr. Manyfaces has been kind enough to leave one of his signature calling cards at every scene, leaving no doubt as to the identity of the murderer. The message is always the same. The weight of 5 corpses will bring the scales of justice to balance. More riddles. That's not a riddle, that's just a threat. Not that you hear me complaining. No, the only thing my readers like more than a good mystery is a good murder mystery. Ever since this story broke, the Mithra Eye's been selling like Ponzi cakes. Ponzi schemes? It's a threatening riddle. The only rub is that it's left me no time to look into the thief's last message. I made a mistake ordering German water. Until now, that is. Shall we, Sega? The hidden treasure of Ulda, was it? If there is anyone who can shed some light on this, you know, it's you know who. 2 sun-silk tapestries. The Lorax threats. I am the Lorax, I speak for the trees. You fuck with the tree and I'll break your knees. Wait, y'all know... y'all don't know about German water? Beautiful water sound effect. Beautiful. Adds to it. Technically, well, actually, it screaming at you is actually... Wait. Wait. I'm going the wrong way. But there's no... It's not alcohol. It's not alcohol. Last thing I want to drink in this kind of weather is alcohol. I still do it, but not as much. German water is weird. Last time I got German water was deep fried for some reason. Oh. The thing with German water... German water. I got it. German water. Is that, it's carbonated. So technically it does scream at you, but from within. I see. As much as I'd like to help two lovely ladies, I'm afraid you just found old Wymanetta lost. Old Da has more than its fair share of treasures, hidden and otherwise. I reckon our phantom fiend could be after just about any of them. I can tell you this much, though. Whatever the thieves got his eyes on, it's the Sultan sworn in a right day there. Word has it that they formed a regiment of their best and brightest safeguards. The royal guard vaults from this very threat. Fried water. McDonald's water. I can tell you this much, though. Whatever the Sultan Sword aren't like to be forthcoming with information, but it's the only lead we've got. Come, Seika, I'd say it's time we paid a visit to the heart of the Sword. What? Hold up there, Ellie. I ain't generally the worrying type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourselves involved in this. A man of my business develops a nose for danger, and this time the stench is something fierce. You're a reporter, Ellie, and a fine one at that. Don't push that pretty neck of yours at risk trying to play hero. Deep fried water. Fried water exists? You serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Hey, are you serious? No way. No way. No way. That's horrible. That's horrible. Oh shit, I see what the problem is today. I see what I messed up. There we go. Had to tweak some little things. Your concern is touching, but I can assure you that I am ready for whatever dangers lie ahead. Besides, being a reporter is about more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek out the truth and convey it to the people. Come, Seika. Time is of the essence. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Scholar's Walk. I'm going the wrong way again. Woo! Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Wait, does the Manderville questline take place before or after Heavensward? Put away an edible membrane and bread and fry it? Delicious. I'm just gonna use Nathan to chart. I'm lazy. There we go. Halt, only authorized personnel are allowed in. Thou bugger me with the broadsword. It's the gentleman of light's adventuring companion and that catty but cute reporter from the Mithril Eye. Well, if it isn't the self-styled warrior of light. Tell me, what tall tales did you spin to the Sultan Sorn recruiter to land yourself in this position? Only the 12's honest truth, miss. Seeing that gentleman of light standing tall and triumphant that day, it moved me to the depths of me soul. I vowed to put aside my sketchy past and serve the realm just like my hero, Master Hildibrand. The Sultan Sorn were impressed with my commitment and my sworddom, and they gladly welcomed me into their ranks. During post Realm Reborn, uh-oh. Yeah, then Nanamo's at risk. Nanamo's at risk. Wait, don't tell me you've come to assist Master Hildibrand in his investigation, haven't you? Cool, why didn't you say so sooner? It's the least I could do for the two ladies who united me with my role model. You'll be wanting to speak with Phyllis. She's one of the Sorn's best, and something of a history buff, it'd seem. When she heard the thief was targeting the four relics of Bella Dia, she personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. If anyone has the information you're looking for, it'd be her. Wait here while I get her. I can trust you not to touch anything, aye? Ah, yes, the hero we all need. A pleasure to meet you, Phyllis. My name is Ellie from the Mithril Eye. As you may have heard, we're researching the Phantom Thief case and would appreciate any information that may shed light on recent events. Pleasure is mine, Miss Ellie, and if not mistaken, what would make your companion friend here one Seika Augare? My beautiful aura name. Hiyo! You know Seika? As any regular reader of the Mithril Eye would, I must confess to being something of an unabashed fan of your work. Though it hardly befits my station to say this, I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist in the investigation. Doubtless the inspector, too, will also welcome a helping hand. Oh, there he is! First part of today's title. Fucking cunt. The Sultan Sorn, the elite of Ul'dah's elite. I can only hope they prove more competent than the bungling mercenaries I've dealt with thus far. Look at this cunt. Look at this cunt. Look at this cunt. Inspector Brian, always one step ahead of us. Miss Ali, Seika, a moment if you would. Right here, very good. Now, face me and don't move a gnome. Inspector, what is that in your... Demasking dust, a formula of my own devising that will allow us to see right through the thief's disguises. Analyzing the mask left behind at Vespa Bay, I was able to identify its composition and synthesize a counteragent that would dissolve the disguise whilst wearing the wearer's face intact. In any event, it would appear the two of you are indeed who you appear to be. I'm not a furry. Affidad. That's just Affidad. That's just this guy. How many times did you just say... cunt? Like 3 times or so. Well, 4 now. Brilliant, inspected the Phantom Seas. So pulled the wool over our eyes for the last time. I fear it won't be so simple. The ingredients necessary to produce the dust are exceedingly rare. Even with the entire resources of the Sultan Sorn at our disposal, we were only able to produce a limited supply. No, not the deep-fried water, no! Well, I see, well, I suppose. It's better than nothing. That said, have you been able to identify the thieves' next target? A hidden treasure of Ul'dah, the last of the 4 lost relics of Bella Dia. I fear not, I've pored through the histories time and time again. But the only mention of these 4 relics is a vague reference in an old prophecy. Most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. The legend goes on to describe 4 sacred artifacts, each possessed by these 4 Beliadian heroes. but make no mention of as to their appearance or nature. Hydrate with fried water. I'm not that Dutch. 3 times we have tried to identify the thief's target, and 3 times has he foiled us by making off with something else entirely. Needless speculation will only play to the fiend's strength. All artifacts of Belladian origin have been sealed within the royal vault, and a regiment of our finest assigned to its protection. I have furnished all the guards with a supply of demasking dust and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personages. Wow, Leah, you're both VTubers. Sorry, I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. You're both VTubers. The blackguard will be in chains before he can lay a dirty hand on the vault doors. I did not expect the last word in that sentence, can you tell? Let alone the treasures within. You have a word, my lady. But there are even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you have heard but of the recent rush of murders perpetrated by a quarry? Living inside my walls? But I'm currently inside your walls. This is, awkward. The Sultan's Horn have launched an investigation, but the truth of the matter is that we have been far too occupied with the defense of the vaults to make any meaningful progress. We would be most grateful for any assistance you could offer. A lady asks, and a gentleman answers! Oh boy. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? I'm going to take a little sip, so I don't thirst too hard for, the boy. Big sippy. I'm voluntarily drinking water, that's a lie. Here he comes! Yep, there he is. Look at him! Cast all worry from your heart, my lady. Hildibrand, agent of a quarry and quiz inspector extraordinaire, has arrived to set up right what is wrong and bring the wicked to justice. Oh no, don't worry. This game is just very big with very small text. Don't worry if you can't read it. I'll read it out loud. And this just, must be the demasking dust that is the talk of the palace. Ah, but you need not waste your supply on me, Inspector. I assure you that I am exactly who I claim to be. A shame that... Inspector Hildibrand, we were not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I will share all I know about the recent murders. No. Kemono Mimi is not furry. Kemono Mimi is not furry. The killer has claimed 3 victims thus far, at the head of a publishing consortium, a high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than that, they were all influential figures in their respective circles. We can identify no common threads connecting the 3. I'm not a furry! I'm not a furry. Oh, I know a red-haired man. But he's already dead, so... yeah. Can't really show him, but there's this one cat. It's a cat boy with red hair. It sure is a cat boy. Oh yeah, Leah, you're a furry. I'm not a furry. I'm not kind of a furry. No. Huh, this will prove a most satisfying case to crack indeed. And what of the method of killing? Conked over the head with a cudgel? Gutted off a great sword? Strangled with a subligure, mayhap? I'm afraid that we've identified no pattern. In any event, the murderer plots the death of 2 more even as we speak. We must take action, and quickly. Understood, my lady. Clues may be scarce, but worry not. My realm-renowned powers of deduction are more than up to the task. I will see this burglar turned butcher delivered to justice. Your presence is heartening indeed, Inspector Hildibrand. Friends, please take this demasking dust with you. I fear we can spare but a single sachet, but I trust you will put it to good use. I got some yawns in me. Come to accompany me on yet another case, friend? I like your gusto, but if you're auditioning to be my assistant, I fear that role has already been filled mostly. Still, a gentleman welcomes the support of all his admirers. I shall henceforth name you thusly, Seika, my ever-loyal associate. And now, my ever-loyal associate, the investigation calls. I propose that we begin by inspecting the site at which the most recent victim met his demise. No, I'm not a furry. No. No. Animal features does not make you furry. It's just that Leah, specifically, and Lao are furries. My questioning about the palace has revealed that the scholar's body was found not far from the 80 sins of Sasamo. Even the most circumspect of criminals cannot help but leave behind clues. Clues that will not elude my gaze. Friends, let us be off. Alert me should you see anyone suspicious. My ever-loyal associate. We must put Miss Phyllis's demasking dust to good use. You know what, Leah? You're right. But the thing is, he doesn't really care. That's the thing. So we can make fun of him because he will just not care. Okay, which gate is that? Which gate is that? No, this one. No, I'm not a furry. The fact that there's art of me as a furry does not mean I am a furry. Flowers? Yes, it is all but becoming clear now that our phantom killer is a florist, who, in his hurry to escape, carelessly mislaid his wares. What about becoming a puppet? Oh, so like a welcome home model? Actually, I have considered it. But I'm not a boy! I'm not a boy. Also, I saw Owl House today. The collector is baby and I love him. The baby is now my son. The collector is now my son. What do you think you're doing? I'm the one that put those flowers there, eh? To honor the memory of me poor boy. You dare defile his memory, eh? 1,000 pardons, my lady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. I'm Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. I swear to you, on my own dear mother's name, that your son's killer will be brought to justice. Welcome home, Real. But yeah, I watched Owl House. I fucking loved it. As I was just saying, these flowers were clearly placed here by the family of the deceased, which can only mean... What's your question about furries? Maybe Leah or Lau can answer it. Leave this place. Run away while you still can. Run far, far away. Run or he'll turn you into a zombie just like my poor boy. Wait, what? A living person turned into a zombie? Nonsense. Not nonsense, my boy. History. Have you not read the horrors of Silde? Aye, old Dova-Syndrome nation, against which we waged war centuries ago. German water. Does wanting to kiss an owl man count as being a furry? Or bird alien? Kinda depends. Kinda depends. Much blood was shed by both sides, but I speak of far greater horrors than death. An unholy draught brewed by a Sildan alchemist, one with the power to turn the living into the undead, that his nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers. The traitor's spurn. They turned my poor boy into a heap of rotting flesh and ran him through. But you won't hear that from the Sultan's sword. Al alone knows why, but they whisked the body away before I could do so much as pay me last respects. The traitor's spurn? I heard the stories, but I never thought them true. To be able to produce such a frightening thing. Just who are we dealing with here? A Sildan, I'm sure of it. Aye, only a Sildan would know that recipe. But the last remain of the Sildith died 4 centuries ago, you say? No, oh, they did. He calls himself the Phantom Thief, he does. But did it ever occur to you that he might be an honest to good God's phantom? Aye? Aye? If you draw yourself kissing an owlman as another owlman, you're a furry. If you draw that as a furry kissing an owlman, then that's not a furry, but is on the borderline of being furry. Never understand Owl House. Never saw an owl or the House of the Owls. There are so many great characters in that show, though. All of them baby. Except for that Emperor dude. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. He's still hot. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. I hate him. Very hot, but fuck that guy. The important bits in the villain? Do you know the Collector? Because that is the best character in the whole show. Next to Lilith. Lilith is baby. Lilith deserves happiness. Lilith deserves happiness. Collector is a baby. Yeah. Collector is just the best. I love the Collector. He calls himself the Phantom Thief and is a thief, blah blah blah. Heard the tales from my own great-great-great-grandma. I did, about the 4 relics of Baliada and the powers they hold. The power to exact justice. The spectre of the Silti has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Woe! Woe unto us all! Have the 4 warriors of light forsaken us? My dear boy, if only you'd become a traitor like your father. If only you'd kept your nose out of those history books. And never so much breathed the cursed name of Osilde. But you did, and now we're doomed! Doomed! If only I could be a puppet. If only! Why is he stretching? That bleeding Whoreson's here somewhere. I can feel it in my follicles. The most potent air tonic the realm has seen? Aye, and it was. For all of a fortnight, for my flowing locks fell out and all over again. And just as I was chatting up a lovely young lass in the quicksand, just to twist a knife an extra ilm. Does being a fan of Samakichi make you furry? I wouldn't say so. It's more you and then shark. Well, it kind of depends. Do you go for the shark part? Or the personality? Because actually, in his normal design, it's kind of just like Kemono Mimi. With the tail instead of, like a fish tail instead of Fortnite. No. No, not Fortnite. No, 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 not Fortnite. No, 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 no. Mountebank, charlatan, I'll find that so-called inspector and his sorry band. And pull every last strand of hair from their bleeding skulls. Uh-oh. We're gonna hit the gritty. To the gritty, man. You know what? I'm going to risk the copyright strike for this, but we need to watch a video here. We need to watch a special video. Hey, let me find it. There we go. We're gonna do the gritty. We're gonna see if I can find the gritty. We just Let me grab everything. Let me set everything up because we're gonna watch the gritty. Let me just nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. Let me get it up. Boop, 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 boop. Closest we're gonna get. Closest we're gonna get. Let me get my audio. Stuff's hard. There we go. We're gonna do the gritty. We're gonna do the gritty. You'll need to see the gritty. There we go. Look at it. The Christmas gritty.
Come in and do the gritty, man.
Look at him go.
Very good.
It's so soft, but it's so perfect. It's doing the gritty. It's doing the gritty. It's doing the gritty. Do the gritty, man. The gritty. Let me turn on the volume again. There we go. It's all becoming clear to me now that dear old woman's testimony has confirmed that which I had suspected from the start. Like a zombie picking away at its rotting flesh, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of uncertainty to reveal the truth within. Open your ears and feast your minds on the fruit of my flawless deduction. Ahem. A phantom thief is a phantom thief indeed. A wayward spirit caught between the realm of the living and dead for nigh on centuries since meeting the tragic end on the battlefield. As such, our course of action is clear. We must placate this tortured soul that it might abandon its vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. But what is the true nature of the Spectre's grievances? Without this knowledge, we cannot hope to assuage its rancor. Let us begin our search at the Thaumaturgist Guild. Doubtless the tomes there contain a wealth of knowledge on the ill blood between the sibling nations. Notwithstanding the abject stupidity of everything else that came out of your mouth, some knowledge of Siltith might serve as well. Go research as you will, and I do take as much time, as you need. Can I hit the gritty? You can count me as Inspector Bridian. Whatever knowledge is to gleaned at the guild, I shall not escape my inspector's eye. Also, look at my chocobo. Look at that dude. It's a dude. Giant tortoise. Let me just dead. Boop. Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. That did a whole 2 damage. Congratulations. Oh, I love Ulda. You drink rotten milk? Have you also mastered the master recipe instant spoiled milk? Gods be good, you're an adventurer who saved me back at the ruins, researching the ancient field between Ulda and Sildi, are you? Well, I am pleased to say that I have more than a passing familiarity with ancient history. To understand the history of the sibling nations, one must go back further still, to the birth of their mother nation, Belladia. The 5th Astral Era was an age of untold wonders, when the arcane arts burgeoned and the great civilizations that commanded such powers flourished. This age of enlightenment would not last, however. Power bred avarice, and avarice bred resentment. It culminated in the War of the Magi, which brought the great floods of the 6th Umbral Calamity, which in turn swallowed once proud nations and left a battered wasteland in its wake. Mages were reviled and persecuted for having caused this catastrophe, with many forced to leave their homelands to face death. It was a small band of those survivors that found their way to Thanalan, where they would found the nation of Belia some 8 centuries ago. Ah, imagine, a government of mages by mages, and for mages. What wonders might have been wrought had Beliadian civilization survived to this very day. Alas, this was not to be. Hi, Erasmus. You don't say. It's not every day someone comes to our house to research Sildi. As a fellow student of history, though, I am more than welcome the conversation. Belladian civilization flourished in relative peace until twin sons were born to the royal family. The two were fierce rivals, and when they came of age, and of course it's twins! Of course it's twins! Of course it's twins! Of course it's twins! Of course. Okay. Fucking twins, every time. Every time, twins. Every time. Ugh. And when they came of age and their father passed, each one claimed that he was the rightful heir to the throne. With neither son willing to relinquish the claim, they agreed to split their kingdom in two, forming the twin nations of Ulda and Sildi. But not unlike the two proud princes, the sibling nations developed a penchant for rivalry. Fucking twins, every time. Greetings, traveler. You would learn of the war between Ulda and the fallen Sultanate of Sildi? It would be my pleasure to enlighten you. The two city-states coexisted for several generations until the bad blood between them boiled over, culminating in outright war. As you might deduce from the present state of affairs, Ulda emerged victorious, leaving its once proud sibling nation in smoldering ruins. As the histories tell it, the battles fought between the sister nations were the stuff of nightmares. In a desperate attempt to overcome Ulda's superior numbers, Sildian alchemists devised a most horrific stratagem. employing a frightful formula known as the Trader's Burn. They brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. Some theories have it that they were even employ the potion to those of the living who were too weak or wounded to fight. Sends shivers up the spine just thinking about it, no? It is truly a crowning glory of our fair nation that our forebears were able to emerge victories against these horrors. Fucking twins. Every time. Sega? Don't surprise me like that. What's this? You're here not for your studies, but to learn of the battle between Ul'dah and Sil'jee? 2 scales, one of gold and one of silver. The gold of Ul'dah, weighing prosperity and power. The silver of Sil'jee, weighing the knowledge and power. But the power sought by the 2 nations differed greatly. Yes, greatly indeed. The power wrought by Ul'dah prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power brought by Sil'jee knowledge was horrific beyond belief. The power to rip the living soul out of a man and render him a mindless killing machine. On this matter, the histories are clear. History is written by the victors, so... But riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the history? Oh. I need to read the sentence before making comments. And what does it say of the words writ within? Yes, truth can be elusive and fickle as the shifting sands. As one example, did you know that in the war against Sil'jee, Ul'dah and Amalja warriors fought side by side? Likely you did not, and neither did I until I encountered a fated passage in an ancient text buried deep in our archives. And yet, in the histories read by the populace, you will see no mention of this most fascinating fact. Might it be that someone at some time deemed this particular truth less than convenient? But I have said enough already. Twins. My ever-loyal associate. Tell me, what have you learned from your questioning of the scholars in these halls? Indeed, as it happens, I've learned much the same. Let us take a moment to review, and allow my peerless powers of deduction to work their magic. A war of succession divides the great civilization of Beliada, giving rise to the sibling nations of Ul'dah and Sil'jee. The 2 nations coexist for some generations until ill blood boils over, culminating in outright war. Daunted by Ul'dah's superior military might, Sil'jee employs their advanced alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their own citizens, alive and dead, into fearsome and undead legion. Yes, I believe I have it. The fact at hand have led me to one unassailable conclusion. Our phantom thief is a descendant of doomed Sil'jee, who seeks vengeance against those who reduced his countrymen to slavering zombies. And to pacify his soul and send him peacefully to the next world, there's but one course of action. We must find the Sil'jee statesman who conceived this dreadful stratagem, and have him apologize to the thief in person for the suffering he has wrought. A brilliant plan. Perhaps you'd like to go find yourself a shovel and dig this trail statesman out of his grave yourself. Leaving aside this nonsense of spirits and spectres, it appears increasingly likely that our quarry shares some link to Sil'jee. His garish garb is no doubt meant to evoke the silver skills of the fallen sultanate. The Sil'jee connection would also serve to explain the rare knowledge of Speliadian relics our thief clearly possesses. But what of the murder victims? What common thread amongst them could have incurred the ire of our adversary? A few people in town spoke of a man's sight cited calling upon the victim in the past days. Those who saw him said he was had a most frightened air about him. Wait, yes, it's coming to me, of course. My keen investigator senses ring out with a voice loud and clear. This man Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something. You really should stop thinking so hard. You're like to strain a brain muscle. Miss Ellie, who is this man and where might we find him? My sources identified the man as Guguria, a traveling merchant known to frequent Horizon. Shall we pay him a visit? Let's go! Wait, where do we need to go? Oh, we can just teleport. We're lazy. We are lazy today. Yes, if you got business, make it quick. My time's too valuable to waste chatting with strangers, every stranger who passes by. Forgive us, good sir. My name is Ellie, a reporter with the Mithril Eye. Never blinking, all-seeing. You know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you with just a few questions. Was it for love or money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief of many faces. Me? A thief? What's with this nonsense? Lazy every day. If only it was that kind of party. I don't know who you are, but I ain't got time or the patience for this mummery. Now, if you'll excuse me, an important client awaits. I thought I recognized that voice. Hey! Merchant Minfilia! Lady Davila, well met indeed. Pray tell, whatever brings you to these environs this fair day? But why, I live here. You ham-headed halfwit. Inspector Briodian. This is an unexpected pleasure. Do you have some business with my associate here? Pray tell. Guguria, we can discuss business after. Pray lend the inspector here, the handsome one, whatever assistance he requires. But Lady Darila, what about... Ah, yes. My dear Maria's name day present. I had in mind one of the prize pieces from Estame's latest seasonal collection. You would be able to procure one for me, yes? Or shall I eliminate the middleman and to make the trip to Ul'dah myself? I'll say it just once more, Guguria. I expect you to give the inspector and his companion your full assistance. They? Yes, you and the stupid one. Help me regain something truly priceless. Yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket. Alright. I'll tell you what I know, but you didn't hear it from me, got it? I was looking into the killing on behalf of a client of mine. He's got himself some of that zombie dust. The traitor spurn, was it? And his card speaks of 5 victims. It got me thinking, Sildi, 5 victims. Aye, the Arbiters of Truth. The Arbiters of Truth? I'm not familiar with the name. Aye, few would be. On account of them being something of a secret society and all. Influential personages of the Sultanate, you see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about the Ul'dah-Sildi conflict from reaching the ears of folk like you and me. False knowledge? Pray tell, just what sort of knowledge might that be? Those bowels, don't make me say no more. I've got a family to feed. Very well. Just tell us one last thing. Who hired you? And where can we find him? Hop. His name's Hop, blah, 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 blah. I couldn't read the list. I clicked too fast. Said there were many prying eyes at the airship docks. Said there was a private ship docked and waiting for him at Vespa Bay. But remember, you didn't hear none of this from me. This man Hob must be the one of the killer's targets. Doubtless he also knows the identity of the remaining one. I doubt that. They say the arbiters are so secretive they don't even know each other's true identities. Now, don't ask me how all of that works, but... Hop's got high-ranking friends in the brass plates. Once he hears the victim had all been zombified, he panicked. Guess he knew that he'd be next. Thank you very much, my kind sir. Once again, the ancient Mandeville art of parley has procured for us a key morsel of information. Let us seek us this Hob fellow and see what he can share with us. And let us hurry. The man's life is in danger as we speak. Ooh, talking hard today. Okay, search for help. You know what? We're gonna... There we go. See, if you were to romance this, you would be a furry. Huh? One last little bit of water. Oh, is he dead? But Master Hop? Is everything quite alright? No, stand back, Ellie. Oh, there we go. Hunger. I hunger for your brains. I'm not a furry. No, I'm not a furry. Brains. Damn, there's no saving the man. Seika, do what you must. Oh, it just does it for me. Yes, my first-hand knowledge of zombies tells me that this particular shade of green is unmistakably that of the undead. It would seem we were a few moments too late to the scene. A message. And then there was one. Damn it. There it is again. Something the matter, Inspector? Indeed not, sure there is. Ever since I picked up the trail of the Phantom Thief, I've been had this fleeting sense, a sense that someone or something is watching us. The thief might be close at hand. We should be careful. For the moment, let us return and report our findings to Miss Phyllis. Secret society or no, and knowing the identities of its members may yet lead to our final victim. I, too, had best return to the Mithril Eye. Let's meet up again after... I'll see what new clues I can uncover in the meantime. You will do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone. Inspector! Inspector! I'll go with her! If you insist, Nostro, then I give my leave. But pray be wary, not just of the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She has quite the temper, as we both know. Fuck you, Alphinaud. Miss Ellie, there is something I must tell you when this case is over. Be safe and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did that time when the fiend took aim at my own life. Your life, at Casa del Sol, yes, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? I'll be careful, I promise. I eagerly await the day when I may hear what it is you would share with me. Hey! Just because I have floofy ears does not mean I'm a furry. Just that I have fluffy ears. They're also very bouncy. They're cute. No, I'm not a furry! I'm not a furry. I'm not a furry, I swear. A secret vow? Oh, consider my interest piqued as well, good Inspector. Now let us be off. Miss Phyllis awaits our report. Miss Phyllis at the Scholars Walk. Let's go. The music was perfect. Phyllis! Phyllis! You just... A fourth victim? Thou have mercy, were you able to glean aught but a connection to the other victims? The Autobot is of truth. No, it cannot be. Somebody help! Ellie? Miss Ellie, the voice came from the direction of the vault. We must hurry. Uh-oh. Miss Ellie, are you hurt? That man. Only thought to ask him a few questions before I knew what was happening. He was upon me. I could only... Bash his brains with a conveniently placed bottle of meat, it would seem. Haha! Remind me not to get on your bad side, Miss Ellie. That said, Nasho is not with you? She saw a figure lurking in the shadows and went off in pursuit before I could stop her. This man wears the armor of a Sultan's Horn Squire, yet his face is unfamiliar to me. Something is amiss. Ayo? The thief of many faces. To think we would find our man like this. Twice and again did the fiend elude our grasp, but no more. By virtue of a gentleman's ingenious deductions of and a lady's pugilistic puissance, I declare this case solved. I return this sachet to you, Miss Phyllis. Whilst the gesture was appreciated, in the end it proved superfluous to my cracking out the case. Oh no. Oh my god. Wait. While you're at it, is there anything else of immense value that you'd like to wettingly destroy? Ayo? 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 He had two masks on? What's the meaning of this? Ingenious, a double disguise, planted by the thief to throw us off his trail, no doubt. Hildibrand is a genius. Accidental, but a genius. This is Druigwe, one of the most capable men. I assigned him to guard the vault, and outfitted him with an ample supply of demasking dust. It is inconceivable that the thief could so easily elude his grasp. Unless the thief was not wearing a mask. Speaking of which, has anyone seen Miss Ellie? No, that's impossible. Of course, it all makes perfect sense, with the Phantom Thieves to thank for her burgeoning readership and rise through the ranks at the Mithril Eye. Miss Ellie could not bear to face the possibility of her story of a lifetime coming to an end. Thus, she hatched a plan to... Oh... But my lady, the fault has been breached. The wise man's whisper, it's gone. For her foul crimes against the Sultanate, I hereby declare Ellie of the Mithril Eye, the thief of many faces, an enemy of the state. Deploy all troops and do not rest until she is in custody. I knew it! Didn't I call this, like, since the second, mystery they did? I called it, but Ellie was with us for a lot of it. Is it 2 Phantom Thieves? Are they working together? Ayo. And now the game is truly afoot. Greg! It's Greg! It's Greg! It's Greg! Look at it! It's Greg! He's here! It's Greg! Bah, what's the meaning of all this racket and rumpus? And just as we were about to make our triumphant return. Isn't that so, Enkidu? It's Ellie. Uh-oh. Miss Ellie! Miss Ellie! The shadow that you saw, you said you saw? I think it was just a dormouse. Oh god, oh no. To think he'd really stumble face first into the second mask. His good fortune truly knows no end. But not to worry, yes, I dare say the Phantom Thief has another trick or two up his sleeve. Just leave her in the street, why not? And Greg! Greg! The homie! What you gonna say? When you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable. Not even the shockingest turn of events will deter the famed agent of inquiry. The famed agent of inquiry. My ever-loyal associate, we must find Miss Ellie and quickly. Surely if confronted by her constant companion, she can still be convinced to abandon this fool plan. Aha, Miss Phyllis. I thought you had already departed in the company of your men. But all for the better. Shall we conduct the search together? I fear that would only put them at greater risk. You see, the 5th and final member of the Arbiter of Truth, the Phantom Thief's target, is none other than... Hildibrand Mander? Me, mind you. It is not a role I sought of my own accord. My name and my passion for history are somewhat well known in the Sultanate. One day I received an anonymous letter stating that a position in the committee had opened and that I had been chosen to fill it. The letter went on to enumerate my duties, to prevent the spread of historical lies that would sully the name of our illustrious nation. As a high-ranking officer in the Sultan's Orden, I was deemed to be in particularly unique position to serve as an arbiter. I knew that there were other members of the organization, but was told nothing of their names or identities. To think that my unknown compatriots were the victims all along. I cannot put any more lives in danger. I will sequester myself in a place where my presence can cause no harm. Until such time as the killer is apprehended. Your concern for our well-being is most touching, Miss Phyllis, but there is no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I am more than capable of protecting a lady in distress, and as a gentleman, that is exactly what I shall do. My associates here also stand at your side. Speaking of which, has anyone seen my loyal assistant? Uh-oh. Inspector, over here. It's the fake one. It's the fake one. It's the fake one! It's the fake one! Ah, there you are, Nashu. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. I was worried sick about you. I'm sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie said she saw something in the shadows, so I went out to take a look. No, there wasn't anything but a dormouse, but it was a really cute dormouse, you see? I just kept squeaking and scurrying away, and I just... Pardon me for a moment, Shrew. Yes, my Inspector sense speaks to me. Someone is watching us. Seika, let us split up and canvass our surroundings. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Where is Miss Ellie? Do you think she went looking for the dormouse too? You bitch. You bitch. Wait. You bitch. You absolute bitch. You. Apologies, Seika, but I require a moment alone with my thoughts. The elf has fallen in love with the phantom thief! Suck it, adult Alphinaud. You deserve all of the bad things that happened to you. Bye-bye! A water-stained letter lays conspicuously on the floor. Put there by Nashu. Be wary and be warned. A water-stained letter. Trust no one, and your friends all the less. A water-stained letter on the floor. This will avail you well. Use it wisely. And the sachet of demasking. It's so cute on... Oh. Ah! Sir, put on longer pants, I beg of you. Oh, the stress on Lawless, it's so cute. Oh, if it isn't my beloved son's staunch companion, the mighty Seika. I was in the area of on a matter of business, which I curtailed when I felt a suspicious presence in the shadows. Pursuing it led me here. Mayhap it is the same for you. Taking a couple of steps back because that is a big bulge. Oh, so your pursuit of the thief of many faces has taken quite the unexpected turn, and now you have come upon a series of anonymous letters. Mayhap a watcher in the shadows of a friend? Is a friend? Or it is but another trap laid by the fiend? Yes, the plot thickens like a dollop of salamander oil. In either event, I dare say these circumstances call for utmost caution. The thief could be anywhere or anyone. Myself excluded, of course. No mere task could replicate the physique of this Mandeville man. It's fair. You could only be who a Mandeville man can. That said, I fear my dear Hildy may be in a bit of over his head this time. Allow me to assist in your investigation. Were anything were to happen to Hildibrand, his dear mother would... not be pleased. Yes, give me that. Run. Godbird! Wait, are you okay? Nope. You bitch. If the sender speaks true, the villain even now lurks within our midst. And yet we have but a single sachet of demasking dust at our disposal. We must identify the imposter beyond reasonable doubt before we proceed. You know the players better than I, Seika. Let's say you have a few words with each of them and see if aught seems amiss. It's Nashu. It's fucking Nashu. Inspector Brightian told me all about it. Who'd have thunk Miss Ellie was the Phantom Thief all this time? She sure fooled me. Not me. Ellie is the Phantom Thief. It is the only logical conclusion. And yet I cannot help but feel that another truth still evades us. I knew it was... It could be anyone, especially Nashu. I called it. I called it. Am I doomed to share the same fate as the others? I'd sooner die than become one of those things. I wonder. Nothing particularly odd about any of them, you say? It stands to reason the fiend would not take such a risk if you were to not utterly confident that he could pull off the ruse. Curses, this one's not half full, his sun is on. I must elude him, and quickly, time is of the essence. Uh-oh. Now that's the thing, she's too clever right now. That's the thing. She's clever right now. It's Nashu. Where the hell did Nashu get a brain cell is what I'm saying. I questioned the Sultan's horn outside to a man. They insist they have seen naught of Miss Ellie. Wherever could she have gone? Father, what brings you here? Yes, finally the pieces are coming together. Now if you would kindly stand up and still and shut up, the fiend already stanks among us. We're getting the sound effect, 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 we're getting the sound effect. We're getting the sound effect. Yes. Inspector Brydian, I should hope that you are not doubting me. Well, I'm quite convinced that even a master impersonator would struggle to recreate your particular brand of idiocy. The fact remains that anyone here who has spent even a moment alone must be considered a suspect. The thief has proven to be highly efficient at assuming new identities. An astute observation, my gangly friend. I'd say that his occasion calls for a dose or two of that powder Seika found earlier. There wouldn't happen to be another sachet or two lying around, would there? What remains of our supply has already been distributed to the search party. But worry not, they should be reporting back within a bell's chime. Huh! Time might be against me, but just you watch. I'll wiggle my way out of this and turn you into the reeking, drooling corpse you deserve to be. I fear that it is more time than we can afford, Miss Phyllis. Fortunately, my powers of deduction will lay the fiend's face bare within minutes. I know that, given the choice, the thief prefers to impersonate familiar personages. As Miss Ellie has only passing interactions with my dear father, we can safely eliminate him from consideration. That leaves myself, Nashu, and Seika here. Hildibrand actually caught on to this in like a second. To be fair, he knows Nashu really well. That leaves myself, Nashu, and Seika here. Nashu and I, in particular, have had a close and extended relation with our suspect. I shall begin my questioning mine own assistant. I assure you that none of her know her better than I. Frank and reasoning as ever, Inspector. Go on, ask me anything. Of all the times for this overstuffed buffoon to start talking sense. If he asks me anything too obscure, my cover is as good as blown. My relationship with Nashu is so close, I dare say at times it is as we share a mind. If this Nashu is truly my ever-loyal assistant, she should have no trouble complimenting my thoughts. I'm a Mandeville man. Doing what only a Mandeville? This is the question. I'm just going to screenshot my Warrior of Light here real quick. Doing what only a Mandeville... man. From the peaks of Curthis to Talalan, man to man to Manderville. Man, you're the best, Inspector. A perfect score, you may rest easy, dear friends. This is unmistakably, unequivocally, undubitably the true Nashu. Dumbasses. He had the brain cell. Immediately lost it. I've never loved you more than now, you marvelous muttonhead, you. Nashu, something the matter? Just because you've picked up a few more wrinkles beneath the eyes, there is no need to avert that charming face of yours. Oh, wrinkles? Wrinkles? Look who's talking, you crusty, cretinous old... Hildibrand has the brain cell! Hildibrand has a brain cell! Holy shit! Genius Inspector? It is! He has the brain cell! The charade is up, Miss Ellie. Uh-oh. 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 Yeet. Oof. Oh, is she pretty? Miss Ellie's sister! It was two of them! There were two! I swear if they're twins. I swear if they're twins. I swear if they're twins. Are they supposed to be like a standing for the two royals? Fucking twins. Is it gonna be twins again? I swear if it's gonna be twins again. What is with this game and twins? What is with this game and twins? Ugh. Miss Ellie, you look somehow different. There were two of them. That explains why Ellie showed up in cutscenes. Huron woman. Seven hours done by a muscle-bound muttonhead and his motley troop of mummers. Just who are you? Your resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet they're twins. Fucking twins, or at least sisters. Insulting Inspector Bryadian, once again you fail to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course we resemble each other. Ellie is after all my own flesh and blood. Yep, I knew it. Not the triplets, I swear. Yep, they're sisters. My beloved sister and my eminently capable partner in crime. I knew it! There were two of them! 1,000 faces I may wear, but one name I bear. You may call me Ceci. Charmed. I'm sure. Are you quite alright? Why, you look as if you've seen a ghost. Despite my moniker, I assure you that Ellie and I are no spectres. What we are, mind you, are the last living scions of Sildin aristocracy. Amused, are you? Befuddled to find two sisters behind the mask? Try using your brains once in a while. Every time you encountered the thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. No, the thief that 4 times stole the show. Oh, and those priceless relics was me. Meanwhile, Ellie did hide in plain sight, supplying me with just the knowledge I needed to stay one step ahead of my pursuers. All while spinning the fair-raising tales of my exploits that won the hearts of his nation. We owe a lot to you, truly. Why, without the tales of your hapless attempts to catch me, we never could have risen to these heights of celebrity. Miss Ceci, from a gentleman to a lady, I want to ask that one thing and one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with all of your schemes? Justice! 400 years ago, old Don Dogs reduced our great nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards that would still justify these foul deeds will suffer the same fate. The assassination on the beach was an accident, though. Wait, the histories say that it was Silty that turned their own men into zombies. The histories lie, and you work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You would have died with your fellows, false arbiter. It was old Da that ordered the creation of that dreadful powder, and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultanate is built on a lie. What is this madness you speak, woman? Not madness, truth. The powder in my possession was stolen from the Old Dawn army 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it has his final act of courage in the moment before his leg fell off and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. This is the truth that the histories don't tell. The truth that this doe-eyed Sultan Soren would kill to keep buried in the sands of Thanalan. But your time of reckoning is nigh. Ah, yes, before long, you and everyone in this rotten nation will know firsthand the horrors of my ancestors knew. And just what do you mean by that? Oh, how the idiots lap up the stories. A mass crusader for justice, a dashing rebel waging battle against power and authority. Ah, if only they'd knew. But they will see soon enough, when they're eating each other's brains out on the streets. In the last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of the final survivors stole a vast quantity of the powder from the Old Dawn vaults, hiding it away in a secret vault sealed with powerful magic. The sole means by which the vault may be opened, by assembling 4 secret relics from Beliadia. 4 relics once housed in the royal palace of Silty before the Old Dawn dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. And so it dawns upon you at last. Yes, even as we speak, Ali makes for the vault with the 4 relics safely in hand. Just think, one day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren you were there when the zombie powder rained down on Old Da. No, wait, you'll be all dead. Preposterous. But first, you, my dear, you will not even have the pleasure of looking upon your last moments of your precious homeland. Let your flesh rot like all your rotten lies. I think not, Miss Ceci. Wait, wasn't he a zombie already? Oh, there he goes. Hildibrand! Wasn't he already a zombie? Shit. You idiot, just for once, could you not get in the way? Ayo. Is this the mother? God, but Mandeville, I can't even trust your sorry ass to look after him for a day. Oh my god. Is it Mama Mandeville? Mama Mandeville? It is! It is! It's her! I knew it, that presence watching over us from the shadows. It was you! My dear wife! Bonk. Come here, bonk. 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 Uh-oh. Yep, there she goes. Bonk. Oh my god. But the Phantom Thief was not watching? That would make sense. It was Hildibrand's mother all this time? Greg! Greg! It's Greg! It's Greg! Hi, this is more like it, hand to hand, skillet to skillet. It's enough to send a warrior's pulse racing. Prepare yourself, Seika, for the time of our final confrontation is nigh. Hell yeah, Greg! Holy shit! you. Do you have pulpitates for brains, you overstuffed buffoon? My beloved boy has been turned into a stinking corpse if you hadn't bloody noticed. Again. You. Sick or something, was it? Haven't done anything. Haven't done anything. Haven't done anything. Just tell me about your hijinks together. Pleased to meet you. Ooh, that's not a good color. My dear boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. What can I say? I can come off on a bit too strong at times. Everyone's dead. But can you blame me? This time I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry-ass husband here. And look what that got me. You'll help me out, won't you? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Quest accepted. Really one. I should have checked up on Gilgamesh. On Greg. Reunited with my dear boy for the first time in ages, and just look at him. He's green. Hey, nothing wrong with the color green. Fortunately, there's still some time to reverse the zombie curse, and I know just the remedy. A phial of holy water. The ingredients are simple. A tatter of oversold rags and a phial of twice distilled water. Sing good at the market stock the former, and the latter you can procure from a trader by the name of Guest. Now, hurry! Once the poison spreads throughout his veins, no antidote to save him. In the meantime, I will search from the bumbler's bumbling assistant. With any luck, Miss Nashu is still alive. Greg! Ach, that's smarts. Ye gods, Hildy, you're looking none too hardy yourself. No thanks to you, you bumbling oaf. Now, are you going to accompany Seika here and make yourself useful, or do I have to reintroduce you to that wall? But of course, my lady. Gilgamesh is ever at your service. Say good sundries, was it? Come now, Seika, there's work to be done. Okay. Julian? Everyone's having a terrible day in this game. It's hilarious. But it was Hildibrand's mother all along. Look at Gilgamesh! Look at him! Oversold rags, you say? I fear that I've only a single tatter left in stock, and it's already been spoken for. But my good man, you must reconsider my dear friend's life, and quite possibly mine own as well. Hang in the balance. I sympathize with your plight, friend, but a man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera membrane for these rags. Unless you can offer me the same, no deal. Gah. And you expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice? Well, look what we have here. If it isn't a warrior of light from the Colosseum. Funny who you meet at the markets. It's them. Just as it happens, I just returned from my training, and the slaying of 10 chimeras just happened to be my task for the day. If it's chimera membrane you seek, you're more than welcome to a share. This is very coincidental. This is great. My lady, you are far too kind. Don't mention it. If it hadn't been for Inspector Hildibrand and Seika here, I'd still be tag teaming with that slimy beast and cheating my way to fame and fortune. And I'm a woman who pays her debts. That'd take me if it wasn't Avila the Tempest. Ever since she confessed to her trickery and started climbing back up on the bottom of the ranks, I've been proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Why, I've half a mind to give you the rags you seek simply for the privilege of meeting her. fine sentiment, my good man. But we are more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, Seika? And with this, our task here is done. Now let us find this trade-named chest. Greg! Greg is such a sweetheart. Alright, and now find Gist. In the merchant's store. I'm going the wrong way, it's this way. I'm going the wrong way. Just. The blundering Mundeville boy is on his last legs and he needs something of mine to save him, you say? Perhaps you can give me a good reason why I should care. This bloody Mandevilles are richer than the traders themselves, yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to the last skill for every purchase. If the family line ended today, I'd be a happier and wealthy man. And now I believe the ballroom calls. Good day to you, and do pass along my condolences to the grieving parents. Have you not a shred of honor or compassion in that sprindly body? Business rival or no, the man is on death's doorstep. After the events of that day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget. But it matters not to me, no. My love for you is as deep as the seven seas. I beg of you, my lady, may I have this dance? Oh, there she is. Oh, it's the Lapis Lady. Oh, they're actually talking together? Look at them. That's healthy. They're being healthy. Holy shit. Seika, what a lovely surprise! Are you here for the ball, perchance? Heavens, the poor inspector! Well, it isn't the Lapis Maiden in the flesh. What say you bid farewell to preening fops and scuffy adventures and share a dance with a cultured gentleman befitting your great beauty? Why, it would be a pleasure and honor both, my lord. Provided you first provide my good friend Seika with the bottle of twice distilled water that she seeks. You know this woman? Bah! If that is the price you would set, then so be it. Take it. It's barely worth its weight in gil anyway. Now, shall we, Miss Arabella? Woo! It's still a crime that these scenes are hidden behind side quests. I know Hildy to be a worthy rival, but to think he was this beloved by so many? Clearly this realm would deeply mourn his loss. Quickly, Seika, let us deliver these goods, while there still is time to save him. Let's go. Wahoo! Let's go up here. He's purple. That's not purple, that's gray. It's gray, it's gray. It's definitely gray. That's not green. There's a lot of shades, but not green. I trust you two of me wouldn't dare come back empty-handed. Tattered clothes from a raiment of a powerful wraith. The second passer really... Bloody brilliant eye? Oh, it'd take you, I'd take you over my muscle-headed half-wit for a husband any day. She said right next to her husband. Now stand back and let me show you some real Mandeville home cooking. Wake up, you bitch! Thal, you bloody bugger. Guide my skillet. Hi, that should stop its spread. Now it's up to Hildy to flush what's left out of his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. I reckon he's still got some fight left in him. This angle. This angle! Look who I found. She was slumbering obliviously in a rubbish-strewn corner of Pearl Lake. Boy, did that nap feel good? Oh, now she's back. There we go, I can see again. Yes, I'm sure of it. I'm sure it did. Seika, word has it that Ellie has been sighted at the Silton ruins. We must go there with all haste. Wait! This angle! This angle! You've done well, my dear boy, today. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. There's a nice warm bed for him, and I think I know a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. What are the Seventh Hill are you standing around for? The future of Hilda is at stake. I have no idea. I can't see anything. Seika, my strength is yours as well. Greg! Thanks for this help. Hope you enjoy your stay here. For Hilda, and for a friend Hildy. I can see... You remind me of my husband. What with ye having more muscles than sense? If you're so keen on making yourself useful, why don't you run to the markets and bring me some fire crystals? Keeping my dear boy warm is key to fighting off the zombification. Let's see, I believe 20 crates or so should suffice. I'm a warrior, not a... yes, my lady. Beautiful angle. Thanks so much, game. Thanks so much, Final Fantasy XIV. I say, Enkidu, the burden we must bear simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Seika. That said, the events of today have given me cause to reflect. Seika and Hildy both. Oh, to be blessed with such veritable legions of friends, tried and true. But alas, not I. No, only one true friend have I ever known, and she is long lost to me. You are a fine bird and have given me great comfort in my travels. But you will never be Enkidu, my one and only true companion. Ah, my friend, were you here with me, even Seika could not stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu. Wherever may you wander, hear my words and return here to my side. Enkidu, do you hear me? Enkidu! Ye gods, what was that flash on the heavens? It nearly blinded me, and what? The crystals? Where have they gone? Fancy meeting you here, old friend. Ayo? That voice, could it be Enkidu? My faithful companion, why must you always make me wait so? This is confusing. Her last vow. It gives me the wind-up gentleman, Mandeville Coatee, the Mandeville Bottoms, and the most gentlemanly. What are you doing, dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There's a moonsick mate digging around at the silty excavation site with a mindset on turning all Dar into the land of the walking dead. Your concern for Hilda is most touching, but don't you worry, Mommy Dearest isn't going to let her beloved son kick the bucket that easily. Let's go to... What is going on? I think Gilgamesh just found Enkidu. And that might be a problem later on. Also, look at this buff goat. Look at this buff goat. Look at those teeth. Look at that. Look at those teeth. The goat. We've managed to track down Miss Ellie just up ahead, where your friends watch over her as we speak. Yet no matter how many times we try to reach out to her, she refuses to so much as answer. Needless to say, We considered physically incapacitating her, but that crate she's sitting on isn't just a makeshift chair. It's filled to the brim with a traitor's spurn. One misstep and the consequences will be dire indeed. You are our only hope, Seika. Even in her single-minded rage, surely the time you spent together must still count for something. You need not put yourself in undue danger. I only ask that you step forth where your voice may be heard and call your friend's name. I beg of you, Seika. Surely if anything anyone can convince that woman to abandon her madness, it is you. Oh no. With the chat mode and say, use your keyboard on the to call out Ellie and convince your erstwhile friend and companion to listen to reason. Got it ready? Where is she? Greg! Greg! Rioting, what do you have to say? It beggars belief that I could have been so blind. You did well not to anger the last friend. She's sitting atop an ample supply of that zombie powder, and I suspect she's not afraid to use it. Oh, to think this girl and her sister were behind the curtains all along. I dare say this room was awash with capable adversaries. Miss Ellie, sniff, and we thought we were friends. Wait, I want to see. Can I see where Ellie is from here? Where is she? Where is she? Oh, there she is. Ellie? 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 Just don't, you just don't care, don't you? Ellie! 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 Oh, you got the earrings, you got the necklace. Oh, no, that's not the necklace. Seika, I suggest you leave this place while you still can. I bear you no grudge, but should you, so much as think of interfering, I'll not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too. So it was you after all. Consider me disappointed. Your sister Ceci is already in custody. Surrender now and I will see that no harm befalls her. Uh-oh. Well, do you understand us, Inspector? Then again, how come one born into a life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? Ceci and I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world, and only our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago, we made a vow. Should the worst happen, our mission takes priority over all. Yes, over our own wretched lives. Uh-oh. Do you see now? Anything I might have once had to lose, I lost long ago. Now stand down or suffer the same fate as the old-on dogs you would defend. Ellie, stop this madness. I'm sorry, Inspector. Oh, shit. That's a lot of zombies. There's too many of them. Yeah, tell that to the Warrior of Light. Tell that to the Warrior of Light. And Wyman. Oh, okay. It's hammer time! Holy shit! Holy fuck! You heard it here, folks. Nudity makes you stronger. Go, Gamash! Greg! Oh, Greg, yes! Look at how happy he is. He's just a funny little guy. If Goblin had the Echo and was immune to primals, he would solve everything before the Warrior of Light even arrived on the scene. To be fair, if you catch the primals by surprise, they cannot temper you. Therefore, if Godbert just ran at them very fast, the entire plot of Final Fantasy XIV would be solved. You only delay the inevitable. I have an entire legion of the undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildibrand's ridiculously good fortune that you even made it this far. And he's as good as 6 foams under. At the very least, he could solve the Dragon Song War by himself. Yeah, just bonk the dragon. Done. Bonk Astinian for good measure. Just bonk everyone, just like, no. No racism. Done. Be forewarned, girl. Know that I speak from experience when I say you underestimate Hildy, and do so at your own peril. I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can starve off the effects of the traitor's blood. I fear the good inspector's luck has finally run out. Goss Bowles, is there no end to them? I'm not liking our chances. Greg, was it? He just accepts it. Greg accepts it. It's a shame to lose you, Seika, warrior of light that you are. You might yet have served one last purpose for us. Go forth, my zombie minions. They're zombies. Why would they listen? Oh, they're all dapper! They had the dapper thing, yeah! They all listened to Hildibrand! They all wanted to be dapper zombies! Oh my god! There he is! Holy shit! Holy shit! The plot! The plot! When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, for warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. Bugger me with a broadsword, are my eyes to be believed? Yes! That's no pose. No, they're not for warriors of light, I see. They're gentlemen of light! The hippos of light! They are for gentlemen of light! Oh, that eye animation! Oh! Just so, my good man. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me? Oh! There they are! Hi, we meet again, girl. Tell me you've got my snowball tonic, or I'll fashion myself a bloody wig from your lovely locks after I've ripped them clean from your bloody head. Holy shit. Oh, hello there, Mr. Eliza. God, you're looking absolutely resplendent today. Impossible, the holy water couldn't have cured him. It didn't. Fortunately, our overlord men spent quite some time building up an immunity to zombie powder. When we heard that Master Zombie Brand was at risk of joining the actual dead, we knew we had to take action. An immunity to the dude in the back. Woo! He is so excited! He is so excited! I'm just going to pretend that makes any kind of sense. Oh. The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray abandon this madness. Besides, plots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself. It's over. It's all over. Inspector Bardian, you said that there was something you would tell me when this is all through. I imagine you have no words for me now. Ellie, your powers of deductions are wanting. You said that you had lost everything and everyone you had to lose, did you not? As for me, I have found someone with whom I intend never to part. Oh, is he gonna do the thing? I care not if it takes years, even decades, when you emerge from your gal cell a free woman. I will be there. What say you? Waifu the villainous. Fucking adult Alphinaud. Fucking adult Alphinaud. He's like... Oh, so angry. Miss Ellie, while the crimes perpetrated by you and your sisters are unpardonable, you are far from the only ones guilty. On behalf of the Syndicate, I offer my apologies for the false aspersions cast upon your ancestors. You said that the nation of Old Dao was built on lies. Seeing that I have seen today, I cannot deny your words. It will not be an easy task to rewrite, nay, restore history. But know this, I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to the fore. Alphinaud would, I feel like he would be too busy going like, huh, I told you so. And then get absolutely smacked by the Warrior of Light. And then try to marry the villainess. Ah! Happy Greg! Are we not forgetting someone here? And by someone, I mean me. Slash slap. On today's agenda, remember those war crimes we covered up? If you're quite done playing Cloak and Dagger, I require Seika's presence for a matter of far greater importance. Aye, the time of our too long-delayed confrontation is nigh. Why the long face, friend? Ah, but mayhap this will have you singing a happier tune. Yo! Could it be the treaty blade, and the true one at that? None other, and I've not given the slightest intention of parting with it, save for the one who could defeat me in single combat. Ah, but I misspeak. I will not be single combat this time. Is that my cue, old friend? Is it another chicken? Oh. Uh-oh. Hey, yo? Hey, yo? What the fuck? That's a whole ass fucking primal! That's a whole ass fucking primal! It is a fucking primal! It's a fucking primal! Oh shit! Oh no! It's just straight up a fucking primal! Wait, does that mean everyone here is at risk of being tempered? Oh, fuck. Abomination? I'll thank you to address my companion with courtesy, girl. Ah, just the most curious thing. Here I was, hauling a crate full of crystals for Hildy's mother, and I was thinking of how much better things would be if my dear friend Enkidu were here. Basically, demigod. Well, you could, Pretty much, it's actually closer to an actual god, right? Because it's like built on the concepts of the people that summon it instead of like an actual god. So it is pretty much a god. You're fighting gods. Yeah, pretty much godly avatar. That's the best way to put it. Then came a flash from the heavens, and the next thing I knew, there she was. By the gods, it makes perfect sense. Doubtless the crystals heard Greg's heartfelt plea, summoning forth his friend. Nay, no mere friend, but rather the primal Enkidu. Oh, that's a point of the zombies. Bad news and bad vibes! And the world has now completely and utterly ceased to be bound by the laws of logic. Actually, Rioting, this is the most logical thing that came out of this entire fucking thing. Seiki, you may have bested me in the past, but facing the two of us together will not prove an easy task. And yet I trust you will not shirk from the challenge. Aye, Enkidu and I shall await you at Alphinaud Keep. 'Tis a ways from here, but what better venue for our climatic confrontation? If you would claim the treaty blade, then claim it for me as a warrior. To the skies, and Enkidu! To the skies! And there it goes. Bye, Greg! Bye, Lau! 2 against 1. That's not very gentlemanly of you, Greg. Come, Seika, to Alphinaud! This is a grave development, indeed. To think that one man can summon a primal on his own. I must send words to the science at once. The zombies! Oh, but of course, I had nearly forgotten we had a warrior of light in our very midst. Please, Seika, you are our only hope to slay the primal and reclaim the blade. Also, context for those who have not played Final Fantasy XIV. The Warrior of Light has plot armor, which basically means everyone except for the Warrior of Light would be turned into a slave if they were to fight a primal, because the primals have the power to pretty much change the mind or soul of someone to pretty much serve them for eternity, and there's no cure. Except for the Warrior of Light, who is completely safe. Oh my god. Wow! Speak with Hildibrand at near Alphinaud Keep. Wow! 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 We just... Also, look at this cute little umbrella. It's so cute. Wait, I can do this. I can do this. Woo! Poof. This is even funnier if there's a Lalafell standing next to you and you're a larger race. Also, it's... The Warrior is so cute. It's a chi. Look at it. Yeah. Woo! I love the memes where it's just that video absolutely kicking Lalafells across the map. I love that. I love that. Yeah, oh. Is that you, Seika? Pray forgive. I was right on Greg's tail when I encountered a subterranean curiosity that demanded my immediate attention. I will be concluding my investigation forthwith. But in the meantime, might I trouble you to entertain Greg and his primal friend in my stead? Together we will reclaim the treaty blade from that knave, Seika. Yes, just go on ahead. I'll be along directly. Battle in the big keep! Come on, fight the fucker! Oh, I forgot I need to do it like this. This is gonna take a little bit to get it. We're gonna dance a little bit. Woo! Wait, I saw a quest open for astrologian? Huh. Also, it might be worth noting that I am doing this at 5 in the morning, so this might take a while. If it takes too long, I'll just do it tomorrow. Actually, yeah, I might do that. I've already been going at that for 2 hours today. And I want to make a new thumbnail for the last one. For the final battle. Also, look at how cute. Look at how cute! It's also way too fucking hot right now. But yeah. It's so cute! But yeah, I'm going to leave that here. Just, boop. I'll do that tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to, cool off a little bit because it's still absolutely horrifyingly hot here and I had to turn off my AC to make sure I could actually have sound. So I'm going to get myself together. And I'll do it tomorrow. Alright. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye to y'all today. Okay? Bye-bye!